Welcome back, everyone. Just to lighten now, I know everyone's very anxious for the results, but we have two very talented people from entertainment engineers who are going to do a stand-up comedy for us. Mr. Nitin Gupta will be leading it. Could you all join hands and welcome Nitin Gupta?
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible at the back? Yeah. I'm not used to speaking without the mic, so I'll try this because other Toastmasters did. And so we were coming to the Toast. This is, I think, the first time I'm coming to this Toastmasters. And while we were on the way, Raja was telling me that it always rains while we go to this Toastmasters. And I was like, it's ironic, it's called Sunshine Toastmasters. So yes, so we were here, and then we had Satluj ma'am who made a speech, and Satluj which also happens to be the name of the river. Again, more water. You hear Sunshine Club, you think that you will get to hear girls with names like Roshni or Surajmukhi. You hope to find that names like Prakash or Sunny. That doesn't happen, but so I hope you don't mind. You didn't mind me saying that I belong to no Toastmaster, because like in the words of great Groucho Marx, I don't want to belong to any club which has me for a member. So and it was a nice start. Sir started the session. He took us. You're a banker. Sir is a banker, and he took us back to 1960s. And I think that is the thing with most of the bankers nowadays. That ever since the 2008 financial meltdown, all bankers talk about is the past. And that to the distant past. They don't want to address the present or the coming future. Because nobody knows what's going to happen. And Sir was talking about 1960s, and he said that that time there were no girls in the offices. So trust me, there are no girls in the offices even today. There is a reason work happens at the offices, because there are no girls at the offices, and in the evenings you said you used to follow the boys, right? Because that's
we were not following, we were leading.
Yeah?
We were leading.
You were leading the pack of boys. I heard that we said we used to follow the band of boys because that's where the girls were. And you can't do that today, because you need to know what kind of boys they are. They might not always lead to girls. Right? Depends on their preferences. So that is one thing which has changed. What hasn't changed is the fact that even today you need only one bull for 10 cows. So I think that's that's sort of a constant. And so we had some really amazing speakers, and Sir was talking about his wife, and he said that after meeting my wife, I realized that women can be unpredictable, right? And I said, can be? They are unpredictable. Saying women can be unpredictable is like saying earthquakes can be unpredictable, right? And then he was very fondly told about the incidents where he said that my wife is pretty and she caters to even prettier clients. So, sir, you were noticing her clients while you were with her. So tell me, you said that every time she cannot make a sale, she would call you.
She doesn't make us.
She doesn't make us sale. She would call
I step
you.
in.
Yeah.
I step in.
You step in. So was it her who made those calls, or was it you?
No, she made a call.
Who offered to help, just in case?
No.
Because the way you said November push was, but
Always.
it was always her.
Star salesmen don't offer.
Yeah.
Star salesperson don't offer. They are not called.
Okay, we'll take. And we had Mr. Venkat, right? And, sir, just a small question, right? You proposed a girl, you said, would you like to be my girlfriend? And she said no. Then he went to the girl and asked, would you, I want to be a boyfriend, and she said no. So you don't like using pickup lines, so just this is how you start, just go to the random girl and say, would you like to be my girlfriend? So you can have coffee or we can talk after the show, you know. Too late, no, it's late in the day, but it's better late than never. And sir is from Pakistan, from Gujranwala, like sir mentioned that. There was one small thing, you know, which I think there's a, you said that, you know, when I went to a school, I didn't know even one word of English. So I think everyone knows one word of English. It's called English. And the second word is banned in the Toastmasters. Only 7 stands for their word. Anyway, so you know, I'll come to the point. I just want to talk a bit about, have you guys noticed the Save the Tiger campaign by Aircel? Right, only 141 tigers left. And that campaign makes me curious. I'm like, you know, how did they count how many tigers are left? Did they count the number of people they sent to the jungle who didn't come back? They was good too. We went to check out the tigers. Tigers checkmated him. And I wonder how the people volunteering, how they finding volunteers for this kind of a job. You know, we would want you to go to the jungle and count the number of tigers. What if I don't come back? Well, that's precisely our policy. We want you to be that. What is that outside? I'm sorry.
Not a tiger.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, so, and now, yeah, so how did they come? There were, you know, 1,411 tigers. Did Nandan illegally went to the jungle and gave all the tigers a UID? Or do these tigers have a Facebook community with 1411 members? Every tiger has a Facebook profile, name Sheru, relationship status with humans complicated, right? And tigers are chatting on Facebook. And also you must have noticed, speaking of Facebook, that, you know, there's a community called Save the Tigers, right? 3 lakh people have liked that page, all non-hunters by the way, which raises a very significant point. That non-hunters liking that Save the Tiger page is pretty pointless. Because they are not the ones hunting the tigers, so how can they be expected to save the tigers? If hunters like that page, you know, that would be a move forward. But hunters cannot like that page on Facebook because hunters don't access Facebook. Hunters don't access any book for that. There is a reason they hunt for a living. Because that's all they know what to do. And Dhoni is obviously the brand ambassador for the Save the Tigers campaign. And I wonder why did they pick up Dhoni for the job? I mean, not all the hunters are from Jharkhand, are they? Right? Not all the hunters can be Dhoni fans. What is the fantasy here that Dhoni scores a century and all the hunters say, oh, we'll celebrate Dry Day. Today we won't kill any hunters, we won't spill any blood. No deer, today no bear, and no tiger. And definitely not tiger meat. So that campaign is obviously not working. I'll tell you what can work, right? If you guys are really serious about saving the tigers, I say let's domesticate the tigers. A billion chickens are fried every year, yet you never hear only 2,000 chickens left. I say let's domesticate the tigers, let's announce tigers as the national pet. You know, you see people walking, taking tigers out on a morning walk, or new dog. क्या नाम क्या? शेरू. मेरे टॉमी बहुत वो शेर है, कार है. I think that's a good idea. Having tigers as the national pet. See, we have dog biscuits. We already have the same for tigers too. Tiger biscuits. So that can help. And also think of it, tigers would prove to be a great, you know, they would prove to be better than dogs in guarding our homes. Because dogs can be so lean, right? You give them a biscuit, you give them a bone, they'll start waving their tail. Can't do the same to tigers. Sheru. Because the least you can give to a tiger, you need to give to a tiger is a live animal. won't be a peaceful job, right? Robbing a home with a howling, dying animal. And also, yeah, so coming back to 141 tigers, that I think it's a material, how many tigers are left. Tell me how many tigresses are left. Because even if you have 1 billion tigers and no tigress, you cannot save the species. Can you imagine what that would be like? That would be like saving a bunch of gay tigers. All of the tigers are males, right? Now you go to jungle, tiger eats you, then they would make love to you. Wildlife sanctuaries being renamed as wildlife sex sanctuaries. News would be like, आज एक शेरों ने सोनू का सिटी तक पीछा किया. कहा जा रहा है कि शेरू had only youth and सोनू is unrequited love. सोनू के हाथ में जो निशान है ये शेरों की love bite माना जा रहा है. Yeah, so I say let's domesticate them and let's announce how many tigresses are left. And I think this is the problem with all the campaigns. Like, have you, how much time is left?
15 minutes to 20 minutes. I think you're nearing 15 minutes.
I'm getting 15 minutes, that sounds okay. So, we recently had bomb blasts yesterday in Delhi, and Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, he came out and said that, we condemn these attacks, as if there is an option. As if there is an option of congratulating the terrorists, I would like to congratulate the terrorists for their grit and determination and consistency, for the 100% success rate in pulling off these bomb blasts. That was the... And speaking of bomb blasts, I think there is a reason, there is a term called organized crime, and none like organized governance. Have you ever heard the term organized governance? Anyway, so when Chidambaram came out, he said that these bomb blasts, they are an act of cowardice. And Chidambaram knows a lot about being a coward. Right? I mean, what happened at the Ramlila Maidan, and now to win the trust of people, to show the people that he is really concerned about security. He has ordered the Delhi police to arrest Anna Hazare once again for potential breach of peace. This doesn't sound like politics, right? I'm making the guidelines here. I think they should be addressed, right? See, one bomb blast, condemn the terrorists. 20 bomb blasts, condemn the government. One bomb blast, terrorist is a coward. 20 bomb blasts, government is coward. There is a reason they're not hanging the Afsar Gurula. And I think I'm out of time, so thank you very much for having me here.